Fire, fire, fire,
I hope you all are having a beautiful day today. I am coming to y'all just about as natural as it gets. I ain't combed my hair in about a week. And yeah, got my towel on. I just got out the shower, just got home from work and out the shower, and I needed to record this video because one of my followers actually reached out to me and had a question of how do you cope with herpes? And so I wanted to make a video and kind of elaborate for her and everyone else who may have this question. So how to cope with herpes? First, you need to forgive yourself. Honestly, forgive yourself, because know that you didn't put yourself in this position on purpose. So why would you be mad at something that was out of your control in that moment, and it's already happening? So stop being mad at yourself. There's no reason for it. So forgive yourself, and know that you always have your best interest at heart, and this was truly an accident and not purposeful. So that would be the first thing that I would tell people that have herpes and that's trying to cope, is to forgive yourself. And then what I would also say is then I would educate yourself on what you have and the different modes of transmission, how serious your circumstance is, and you want to educate yourself as much as possible on what the actual virus is, because once you educate yourself, you'll be more comfortable, and you'll also have the knowledge to pass it on to the next person, because you will find yourself having to explain this to someone else, whether that be family or your partners. You most likely will have to educate somebody else. So educate yourself the best of your ability. The first thing that I hear a lot of people say is that their sex life is over. Like, it's not. It's not. People with HIV sex life not even over. Not that that's, it is worse. It is worse on a certain scale, but even still, the people with HIV, not to throw y'all out there already, know how to be more careful. Know your sex life is not over. You just have to maneuver a little bit differently. Unprotected sex, that may decrease with the fact that you do have herpes and you do have the potential of having an outbreak. Now, the next thing that you want to do is, along with educating yourself, learn your body. So learn the hard facts, and then learn your personal self, your body, and how you are going to react to the virus. So know yourself, know your body. Listen to your body when it's trying to talk to you, because things will come up within yourself before they turn physical. So if you find yourself stressed out, stop. If you find yourself not feeling well, and your body's just going through changes and you're starting to feel I try to make my videos very neutral when it comes to like religion and spirituality, because I realize that I'm a very spiritual person and not everybody understands my spirit. And I think that I do have knowledge that not everybody has come across or not everybody's comfortable with. So I try to make my videos more neutral. But when it comes to knowing your body and listening to your body, I feel like that's also a spiritual thing, because everything will start off with a thought. Everything. And you will either bring yourself into an outbreak because of your stress level, because of what you're thinking, because you're paranoid about having an outbreak. You will manifest it physically. So everything that is in your physical realm started off in your head. So know that everything that you think will come to the physical. So be in control over your thoughts and your mind. And listen when you know that you're going through something. If you find yourself in a negative space, know that you have the potential of having an outbreak in this circumstance because of the fact that you are being negative. And your body will live out your thoughts, if I say that. I mean, really, there's just no other way to like narrow that down. Your body, I mean, just literally, your body will follow your thoughts. Like, and it'll always start off with your thoughts, and you will always be given signs before you're physically in pain. So listen to the signs of your HSV. If your diet is very poor and you have HSV2 and you realize that you've been consuming things that aren't so great for yourself, you've been having lack of sleep, and your body's just thrown off, you will feel that, and you will know that you're putting yourself in a situation to where you will likely have an outbreak. So listen to your body and listen and take care of yourself. Take care of yourself to reduce your outbreak, so that way that you are not in physical pain. Now, as far as emotional pain, understand that you're not going through anything emotionally. Right now, in this very moment, when you live in the present, you don't experience emotional pain. It's not existent, it's not a thing, because your emotional pain only comes from your thoughts of the past or your thoughts of the future. You're either regretting what happened, feeling bad about what happened, having some anger towards your partner that you experienced this whole thing with, or you're thinking about how do you continue on and how will you disclose your status to the next partner. That's the only thing that's bringing you emotional pain. Otherwise, you're not going through anything. Unless you have an outbreak at the present moment, you're not going through anything. So realize that, and realize that in life, actually. If you are not physically in the now going through anything, you are bringing all your pain to yourself, and you have control over that. So don't make life more painful than what it needs to be, because if you're watching this video and you're trying to figure out how to cope with having herpes, you probably have it and it's not going anywhere. So are you going to live it miserable, or are you going to live it happy? And that should be up to you, and you shouldn't leave it up to any outside people. Others, you have to realize that they're most likely uneducated, and you will have to find yourself explaining yourself. You will find yourself explaining yourself and herpes to people if you're going to defend yourself. Because if you're going to let people bash you, then you're not going to have much to say. You're going to take everything that people are throwing at you because of their uneducation and because of their anger. If anybody gives you any ill feelings or anybody makes you feel bad, they're uneducated and unhappy. Because anybody who's educated and happy wouldn't give you that response. So you just really have to realize that the world around you literally has nothing to do with you, and their opinion of you has nothing to do with you. That is their problem and their problem only. Because, man, I just don't know how to do this without the spiritual stance, man. But you can't listen to other people, what they have to say, because most likely they're uneducated and they don't know that, hey, it could happen to you. Or they don't think that it can happen to them, but literally it can happen to anybody. You were likely just having sex when you contracted herpes. And since when do people not understand having sex? So for someone to bash you or make you feel bad about human nature, they're not worth your time. Definitely not worth listening to. So don't let other people have anything to say about you, and you set the tone for how people approach you. There's not been anybody who has approached me in a bashful way or made me feel bad, because I set the tone for that, and you don't have that right to make me feel any type of way. You don't at all. Like none. Zero. Zilch. Nothing. Like you just don't. You cannot come to me and make me feel some type of way about myself. Like for me, I just don't give two fucks. Like, I really don't care how you feel, what you have to say about it. And if it's anything negative, then you're probably uneducated or unhappy. And you're probably not in my circle anyways. So know that anyone who gives you any grief about it has more problems internally than with you. And you just can't listen to people and what they have to say. And I know it's going to be so hard because of the stigma that's around an STI and herpes and HIV and things like that. It's really tough on you emotionally. But again, remember, everything that you deal with emotionally, you bring on yourself. So I mean, really, this video is just to let you know that you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are wonderful, you are still worthy, you are pure, you are great, you are still the loving and caring and wonderful person that you are, you know, given that you're that person already. But honestly, it's just you just gotta wake up brand new. Wake up brand the fuck new. You have herpes? Yep. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. So how are you gonna live? Are you gonna live miserable as a victim? Like you can't move forward, like you can't go on, like you're not worthy to still live a normal life? No, that's not what you're going to do, because as soon as you feel like that, you give people the okay to treat you like that. And that's not okay, because if you felt okay with that, you wouldn't be here learning how to cope with herpes. Like, you don't deserve that. And you are the one that brings most of your pain to you. People don't realize that at all. Like, you are the one who brings that shit directly to you. UPS delivery. Like, no one else has that effect on you. And it doesn't matter what they say. They could say the most hurtful thing ever. It's how you react and how you take it. If that shit don't apply to you and they said some fucked up shit, it's not going to affect you. Someone can't tell you that you're gay and you know you're not gay. Like, you literally just look at them stupid. Like, what the fuck? Like, what? No. So don't let anybody tell you anything about yourself or your sexual health or your sexual lifestyle. Like, no one else has that right to do that. So just as if someone were to tell you that you were gay and you're not, or your breath stank in it, well, you probably don't know if your breath stank. Let me use another example. Something that's just like blatantly not true, that you would probably not even think twice about if it wasn't true. Like, if someone told you you were short and you're tall, like, okay. I guess it just depends on who you're asking. Like, literally, you should blow that shit off just like that. Because ultimately, it's not true. Anybody that has something negative to say, it's not true. And you will have a sex life. You will have sexual partners that will accept you for who you are. You will be accepted as confidently as you portray yourself to be. And that's all there is to it. And I know it's tough, especially in the beginning. But you have to let yourself go through the motions first. And once you go through the motions, snap out that shit quick. Revamp your whole thought process. and move the fuck forward. Like that's all there is to it. Once you set your mind, you will do it. Because again, all the physical, I mean, not the physical, all the emotional pain and hurt and doubting that you have, it's all brought to you. I promise you that people will not treat you a way that you don't allow them to. Your mind will not have thoughts that you don't allow. So everything that you have going on in your life, in your mind, you're in control of. So don't accept it. Don't accept it from yourself. Don't accept it from other people. Don't do it. And I would recommend for anybody that is religious or is into spirituality, like find the source and connect to your higher being, because that's going to help you a lot with just everything, honestly. Once you know the meaning of life, it's like everything in the physical becomes irrelevant. And honestly, that's how I was able to cope with this best, and how my life turned out being on such a great path, because I realized, like, wow, I'm in control of all this. All of it. And I'll be damned if somebody come tell me some shit. I don't give a fuck. If you're not eating my ass, it don't matter. Skirt. And yeah, if you're not trying to fuck with your boy, somebody else will. Like, I'm not pressed. And that's how I cope. I'm not pressed at all. And I'm not ashamed. And I'm not bashing myself. And it's just not happening. And I'm living out loud. Yes, not everybody's gonna live out loud like me. But I mean, I can tell you that living like this hasn't hurt me in any way. I haven't had a negative effect by living out loud. If anything, people appreciate me more because of the fact that I'm able to talk about it and because my attitude towards it. So you have the control, you set the tone, and you let it be known that you're not a force to be reckoned with. Herpes, no herpes. So tell them to get the fuck over that shit if some niggas is coming at you crazy. And yeah, that's about all I have as far as coping. But don't let nobody dictate what you got going on in life. Don't let nobody judge you. Don't let people have an effect on you. It's all you, baby boo. It's all you. So if you want to cope and you want to be happy with having herpes, be happy. It's just that simple. Don't let outside influences, external influences mess that up. Change it. Not everything is going to be easy. Not the fuck. Not at all. But I mean, nobody said it was. So yeah, just take care of yourself. Listen to your body. Take care of your mind. And yeah. I guess that's all I really have to say. I just want everyone to feel like they're beautiful selves. And I hope that this video helped you with coping with herpes. I'm sorry if it didn't. If it didn't help you, it's because you're thinking too much. And you're telling yourself that you don't know how to live like this, and you don't know how to be happy, and you don't know how to not let your thoughts control you. So if that's you right now, then the next step is to find out. If you don't know, then learn. It's possible. Like I said, you're either going to live with herpes miserable, or you're going to live with herpes in abundance and having a fucking blast. It's really up to you. So, thank you all for watching. I'm Nauni. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check the description box. And stay tuned for my next video.